Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. How to start speaking in English? This is a big question which we all come across every single day, right? When we want to talk in English, when we want to speak in English, we are not able to gather that courage to start speaking in English. And then we start thinking, how do we start speaking in English? What is that we should do to get started or to get going? Right? So today guys, in this session, I'm going to talk about how to start speaking in English on any topic with anyone, anywhere. And trust me on this, it's very helpful. It has helped a lot of people and definitely is going to help you as well. So guys, on that note, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession. And I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. Now let's begin. So we all want to speak in English and we want to know how we can get started, get going, how we can start speaking in English. So here we want somebody to help us to make sentences in English, to give that technique or method or framework to help us to make sentences and to start speaking in English. So one simple way I've spoken about is question and answer technique. And I'm going to take up two questions. I'm going to answer that question very easily and simply, so that you can also start thinking in that direction. You can also start visualizing things. You can also start putting your ideas into words. So here your task is to add more sentences to what I've spoken about on the conversational topic which I've chosen. Deal? Let's do it. Do you read books? Or what kind of books do you like to read? Or any good book if you can suggest me to read? So these are the questions which we frequently ask or have been asked. So this is one question which is very commonly spoken about. A lot of people read and they love to know about new books and new things which they can take up and start reading, right? So it's not about only books. They can also ask about any novel, any article, any news, any technology, whatever you can add here. So whatever you want to read, any journal, any research, anything you can take up here, whichever you are interested in. If you want to replace books, so whatever is there, you can just change that topic, and we do speak on all these things. If we are related to a science field or a medical field, we do talk about journals and researches. If we are in technology field, we do talk about any new technology, any new thing which we have come across and we have read across about anything like AI or machine learning, etc., etc. So how to answer this question? So we can start by saying, yes, I do love reading books and I have read a lot of books till date. And the best part is I like reading all kind of books, starting from novels to storybooks to fiction, detective novels, drama, autobiography, motivational, inspirational, etc. So I've read all kinds of books and I really love reading. One book I remember, which is a novel which I have read and it is very close to my heart till date, is David Copperfield. I cried reading that novel. Trust me on this. It has moved me so much. It has touched me so much. So that is one novel I would recommend you to read, David Copperfield. It is a beautiful novel. And apart from that, of course, I like reading a lot of motivational and inspirational and autobiographies as well. Those are also very good and it inspires you a lot. It motivates me, it inspires me, it makes me positive about a lot of things. So if you want to stay positive, you want to learn from others' journeys, start reading these kind of novels or books. It is absolutely going to help you. So this is how I spoke about any book recommendation, or do you like reading, or what kind of books do you love to read. So any question, any of these questions can come up and you can answer it in this way. You can talk about if you love reading, what kind of books you love, what is your favorite. You can just talk about it. Any specific novel, if you want to describe, like I spoke about David Copperfield. If you want, you can take up that and you can start describing the story also. What touched you, or what was the emotional moment which attracted you, right? So you can just talk about that also. So any specific book also you can take up and you can start describing it in a nutshell, in 4 to 5 sentences, not more than that. So this is how you can talk about books, or which is your favorite book, or which is your favorite novel, or any book you have read recently, any article, any journal, any research you have read, you can talk about that. I'll give you another example here to just make it little clear for you. So for research, I'm also interested in reading a lot of research and journals as well. So recently I have read a research or an article on vitamin B12 and vitamin D deficiency. So it was a nice article. People are still researching on this. Like, what is that component which is responsible for vitamin D and B12 deficiency and how it can help you. So it was a very nice research, and it spoke about why vitamin D and B12 deficiency is very common in humans and especially in India, and what causes it, what is its cure, what we can do about it, and how these two are related. So it spoke about everything. It was a very informative article, and I got to know a lot of things from after reading this article. So in general, I described about what was the article about, what it contained, what was the content, or what was it about. So basically, I spoke about the research paper which I studied, or the article which I studied about, read about vitamin D and B12 deficiency. If you want to talk specifically about something which the article spoke about, you are free to do that. Okay, so this is how we can take up anything, any technology also you can take up, like AI. You can start discussing about what is happening in this field, how cloud is taking over the market, how different is cloud than ChatGPT and other AIs, etc. So you can take up anything and you can start speaking about it. This is the way you can start talking or making sentences in English on any topic. Right? You have to just come up with a question, start answering that question, and you should know what you need to answer. Those things you have to visualize and keep in mind, that what I need to answer. If somebody has spoken about, if somebody has asked us about which book you like to read, you know which book you like, right? But what are the other things you also like reading? So you can talk about both of these. One, you can talk about the specific book, and the next part you can talk about what else you love to read, and you can just give a reason why, right, in both the cases. So this is how we come up with a format, or we come up with a script or an answer. Start taking up these questions and start answering it, guys. Now I'll take up another question and I'm going to answer that for you. What is your favorite food? Or which cuisine do you love the most? This is a very favorite question of all of us, right? We love talking about food. At least Indians love talking about food. And I feel everybody loves talking about food, whether it is Italian or American or British or somebody else. We humans love talking about food because we love eating food. So this is one question which comes up in any conversation or every conversation. If you are speaking to a stranger or a colleague or a friend or a relative, we can talk about on this topic, right? So let's try to figure out how we can answer this question. I am a foodie. I love trying different cuisines, or I love trying different kinds of food. I love street food, I love fast food, I love Chinese, I love Italian, I love continental, Lebanese, etc. So I've tried different cuisines and I love exploring food. So this is how I described, right? Now, what else I can say here is I can add more sentences to it. Like if I want to conclude, I can say, but at the end of the day, home cooked food is something which I crave for. I love my Indian food. I love my thali, everyday thali. So that is something I crave for at the end of the day. I can eat a variety of foods the whole day, but at the end of the day, I need my own home cooked meal. Okay, so this is how I ended that conversation. What is your favorite food? Now in this way, you can start describing your favorite food. I love pizza. I love pasta. I love burgers. Right? I love Chinese. And you can talk about why you love Chinese, why you love pizzas, and what kind of Chinese you love, what kind of pizzas you love. You can just talk about that as well here. Okay, so when you're talking about something, when you're giving your preference, like this is something I like, you have to give a reason to it to complete your answer. Okay, and then talk about something else. Like, I love pizza, but I love pizza with lots of cheese and a thin crust. I try to eat pizza with lots of veggies in it, along with cheese, to make it little healthy, so that I don't feel much guilty of eating a pizza. So in this way, you can keep adding more sentences to it. So the format is you have to speak about what is your favorite food, and then you have to give a reason to it, why, or what kind of food you like, or what kind of things you like in that dish, right? So you can speak about it. And of course, we all love different kinds of food. We love street food and we love Chinese. We love street food and we love Indian. We love Mughlai also. So we love a combination of food. So you can talk about it in this way. So this is a question which we can talk about at length. But we need to know at least how to make 4 to 5 sentences when we are speaking to somebody. But those 4 to 5 sentences has to have an answer to what is being asked. So don't beat around the bush. Get directly into the answer. If somebody has asked you what is your favorite food or which is your favorite dish, you have to answer it directly. It's just that to add more sentences, you have to talk about what kind of things you like with that food, along with that food, or should be added in that food which you like. Okay, so give a reasoning basically, which makes sense actually. So this is how we talk about it. So guys, I'm sure you are understanding how we can speak on different topics or different conversational questions or different conversational topics in English, right? In 4 to 5 sentences and not more than that. But of course, your task is to add more sentences to it. Start thinking about what has been asked. Start visualizing things and start putting your thoughts into words. This is the process you have to follow every time to speak in English, to start making sentences in English. This is actually going to help you. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching, and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.